Welcome, folks. Rambam. We began a new book, the 10th book. Very hard to believe. 10th book out of 14. Tumas Mates, the laws of a human corpse that someone either touched, carried, or was in the same um, tent, meaning same covering, same um, uh, covered place. Okay. So in chapter 3, the following entities impart ritual impurity, right? When they are touched, carried, or under the same structure. A corpse, like we said, even a stillborn fetus whose limbs have not become attached to its body with sinews. So I don't know that stillborn is, at what stage, in other words, how many weeks that is, I don't know, but whatever. An olive-sized portion of flesh from a corpse. It doesn't have to be the complete corpse, just flesh from the corpse. An olive-sized portion of netzel. Netzel is just when it became liquefied from the corpse. A limb from a living person that has the required amount of flesh. So now from a living person, right? A limb from a corpse that has the required amount of flesh. The backbone of a corpse, its skull, the majority of its structure, the majority of the number of bones, a fourth of a ka of bones in any instance, even if they do not comprise the majority of the structure, the number of bones of the corpse. Right, so it doesn't have but it still has that amount of a fourth of a kav. A revius of blood, it's about 3 ounces of blood. Right. A revius of blood of weltering blood, 12 entities in total. I'm certain what it means, weltering blood. In any case, these 12 things, if you touch it, it's all coming from a person, corpse in particular. Right. If you touch it, you become impure. Right. If you carry it on something that you're not touching, because if you're touching it, then you're touching it, right? So you're carrying it without touching it, or you're in the same structure, then you become impure. The following entities impart ritual impurity when they are touched or carried, but not when under the same structure. Okay, so not oil. Oil is less lenient. We learned yesterday, Adam ki yamas oil, that there are certain exclusions because of how the verse says it in the Torah about the impurity. The following, okay, a limb from a living person that is lacking enough flesh to regenerate itself. So a living person, there's flesh of that person that's separated from that person, but it won't regenerate itself. So then it will only by touching or by carrying it, you get impure, but not in a structure. A limb from a corpse that is lacking either flesh or a bone and does not have enough flesh to regenerate itself, or a bone that is lacking, even though it has enough flesh to regenerate itself. So like if something was amputated from a person, right? That would be an example, by the way, of the first one. Here, this is of a corpse. But now it was amputated from the corpse, right? Or something was cut off from the corpse. So this is a backbone that is lacking and does not possess a fourth of a kav of bones, right? So, because if it has a fourth of a kav, which I don't know, I don't remember now how much that is, but whatever it is, it doesn't have a majority. It's missing something of the backbone, so it's not complete, and it doesn't have a fourth of a kav. So then, in that instance, it makes you only impure touching or carrying, but not in a structure. A skull that is lacking and does not possess a fourth of kav of bones, a bone, even if it is the size of a barley corn, right, as opposed to the earth of the nations, outside of Israel, in other words, anywhere where you stomp upon, because there might be a person's body buried underneath, and you will contract, right? But that will only be, again, for if you touch. I think here means touching. Yeah. And the base of Pras, 7 entities until. Base of Pras is in Israel, a piece of land where you know someone was buried, but you don't know where they are buried on that land. Okay. Just wanted to do something. I can't continue. All right, folks. God bless you.
Thank you.
Everybody is
Bye-bye.
well.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you. Till tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Absolutely.